The legend of the folklore tells of the unrelenting love between a pair of people that leads in forced marriage. The man named Shamsul Bahari, beside having a handsome face, also comes from the descendants of a prominent person, a respected penghulu, namely Sultan Mahmud. The girl named Siti Nurbaya has a beautiful face, has long hair, and is covered with a headscarf, so that it aids to her elegance and manners as a child of Siti Sulaiman. Siti and Shamsul's love relationships is very much approved by their parents, who still have kinship. Sultan Mahmud, Shamsul Bahri's father, is Mama Siti Nurbaya.
Siti, I have something for you.
What is it? I'm curious. It's very romantic.
I love you so much, Siti.
Me too. I love you so much.
Oh yes, there is something I want to talk to you.
What is it? Is I'm so serious.
The day after tomorrow, after graduation day, I will go to Java to achieve my dream of becoming a doctor. Siti, sorry, I'm just telling you now.
What? Should you go to Java? Is there a school in Mina that catch your attention?
I'm sorry, but it's also for us.
For us? Maybe just for you.
Siti, listen to me. I promise to marry you after my school is over. Please trust me. I promise to you.
Alright, you can go, but I have one requirement for you.
What are the conditions?
You should always send me letters so that I know about you there.
Okay, I promise.
2 days later, it was time for Shamsul Bahri migrate to Jakarta. Siti Nurbaya also accompanied his departure.
Is everything done?
One thing is missing, and I can go without it.
What is it?
Your permission with the sincere heart. I don't want to go away for a while if you had hard time letting me go.
Didn't I allow you yesterday?
I want to hear it one more time.
I allow you, Uda. Take care of yourself. Don't be easily tempted by a woman in Jakarta because everyone said that so many sexy girls in Jakarta.
It's impossible, Tinda. I will display your photo in my room later.
Really? Be careful if you lie.
Okay, I promise. Don't be frown anymore. I don't like if you frown. Siti looks cuter when she smiles.
The ship that Shamsul Bahri was going ride finally arrived at Teluk Banyu.
Well, that's it. My ship has arrived. Don't be sad again.
I'm afraid I won't come back.
Have I ever broken my promise? Let's give me another last smile. Well, it's good.
I have always been good at teasing.
I will go first. Take care of yourself. I will go home.
Be careful.
After Shamsul Bahri's departure, Siti Nurbaya spent her days to helping her mother in business. Her mother's business is getting more and more successful. His mother's success made a wealthy but miserly merchant named Datuk Maringgi jealous. He also made a plan to destroy Siti Nurbaya's mother's business.
Go to his shop tomorrow morning, burn the shop down, and leave nothing left. I want him to be poor. He must suffer too.
All right, sir. I will do it soon.
The next day, very early in the morning, while everyone was still fall asleep, the court set fire to Siti Sulaiman's shop. Siti Sulaiman's entire also disappeared along with the disappearance of her shop. She also fell into poverty. Then Siti Sulaiman, who had absolutely no prejudice about who had the heart to burn down her shop, want to borrow funds from the Datuk Maringgi to rebuild the business. So, Datuk Maringgi is very satisfied that Siti Sulaiman has fallen into the hole she made. 3 months later, Datuk Maringgi came to Siti Sulaiman's house to collect her debt which was due. Siti Sulaiman, who fell into poverty, her business is now destroyed plus unpaid debts. The interest that Datuk Maringgi proposed was very high and he could not afford it.
Oh, Solomon, pay off your debt now.
Datuk, please sit down.
Don't be sweet. Where's your debt? Let's pay.
But Datuk, I have not any money right now.
I don't care. All I know today is I want my money.
This is all I have, Datuk.
What is this? Even the mom can pay off the interest costs. Confiscate this house.
Please don't, that's all we have.
Mom, what is this?
Wow, what is your name, beautiful girl?
My name is Siti Nurbaya.
Beautiful name. As beautiful as a person. Well, you didn't say if you have a child like her. I will accept your debt paid as long as
What, Datuk?
your daughter, Siti Nurbaya, becomes my wife.
Don't expect it, your miser. I will not show my child.
How dare you talk to me like that?
Dad, how dare you?
Don't be angry, sweet.
Don't touch my doctor.
So you rather have this house confiscated? Siti Nurbaya have to marry me.
You are so cruel.
Well, the choice is yours. This house is confiscated, or Siti Nurbaya be my wife. Great negotiation, isn't it?
What? You're a really heartless human. Siti Nurbaya was forced to grant Datuk Maringgi wish to marry her. Even Baginda Sulaiman failed because of that tough decision. In fact, Siti Nurbaya really loved Shamsul Bahri. And finally, Siti sent a letter to Shamsul Bahri to inform him of his decision. When the school holidays arrived, Shamsul was finally able to visit Padang to meet Siti Nurbaya.
Is it true that Siti has been married to someone else?
Uda, I really love you. I didn't mean to do all of this, but I have to do. Otherwise, the only house I own would be confiscated.
Save it, human best. I promise, Siti, we will find a wild.
Thank you, Uda. How about your school in Jakarta?
I miss you. I very miss you. My life is boring without you, honey.
Really? So do I.
Siti, Come here, insolent. You're not prophet. You are my wife. You shouldn't be alone with another man.
Don't hurt her!
How dare you?
Hey you! Stop! Please!
Siti Nurbaya kept screaming for help. But the atmosphere in the village was very quiet that afternoon and no one came. Then Siti Sulaiman, who was sick, approached him, but unfortunately, Siti Sulaiman fell because she couldn't run to her child. This finally took the life of Siti Sulaiman.
Mom, please don't go. I have no one here anymore.
You go from there, you thankless.
Datuk, I'm so sorry. I really didn't do anything with Samsul.
I don't care. From now on, we're not husband and wife anymore.
You divorced me?
Yes, go away.
With a broken feeling, he fled the house. Everyone in the village accused him of violating adat. He finally tried to find the place to the shelter, namely at the house of his aunt, Aminah. While Shamsul Bahri was also expelled by his father for making his father angry, he returned to Jakarta at her aunt's house. Siti Nurbaya then begged her aunt to let her go to Jakarta after Shamsul Bahri.
Let me go, Auntie. I really want to meet him.
Are you sure? You are young. I'm really worried about you.
You don't need to be worried. I can take care of myself. I promise.
Alright, but let me know when you arrive. You must promise.
Okay, I promise. Thank you.
Meanwhile, Datuk Maringgi, who regretted letting Siti Nurbaya go, immediately devised a plan to go her back. But after learning that Siti Nurbaya went to Jakarta to follow Shamsul, he changed his plan to kill Siti Nurbaya with a poisoned lemang. He also ordered his guard to take to the lemang to Siti Nurbaya. The guard then took the lemang to Siti Nurbaya just before Siti Nurbaya left for Java. He said that the lemang was sent by his aunt without thinking. Siti Nurbaya ate the lemang. Siti Nurbaya then slowly died from the poison lemang she ate. The news of death of Siti Nurbaya finally reached Shamsul Bahri's ears. Hearing the news, he was very desperate and wanted to commit suicide. But Shamsul got up. He continued his life and joined the army and became the lieutenant. One day, he was assigned to Padang because of Masih's rebellion led by Datuk Maringgi. Shamsul, who still holds a grudge against Datuk Maringgi, finally get a chance to avenge him. His anger was unbearable remembering his loved ones, who died due to the heinous deeds of Datuk Maringgi.
Oi Maringgi! Long time no see. Oi Siti in the afterlife. I'm satisfied you snatch it from me forever.
Oh, I'm sure. Look at you now, uniform and God. Come on, show your skill. We'll see who is the strongest defending.
Shut up your mouth, Maringgi! I will pull this trigger right now.
The fight was fierce between Datuk Maringgi and Shamsul Bahari. Shamsul Bahari was hit by Datuk Maringgi's sword, but he's still able to grab the trigger of his gun and managed to hit Datuk Maringgi right in the chest. Datuk Maringgi also died. Shortly, Shamsul also breathed his last. So, this is the story of the legend, Unfinished Love. Shamsul Bahari was buried in the Mount Padang, near in the grave, of his lover did not arrive. Siti Nurbaya. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.